Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Archbishop Ryan High School, the site of today's non-league and non-state, interstate matchup. It is St. Vincent St. Mary's, LeBron James's alma mater from Ohio, against the home Archbishop Ryan Raiders. And let's bring you into our broadcast booth here. My name is Bob Long. Alongside me, Ted Westervelt. So thrilled to have you alongside here today, Ted.
Thanks, Bob.
Ted, I know you know this team really well. Archbishop Ryan, you see him day in and day out. You're an assistant soccer coach here at the school. Tell me what you have seen in this Raider team, a team that went all the way to the final possession of the Catholic League Championship last year, and yet all the talent that they return this year.
Well, one of the things that I had a chance to speak to the team before their first game this year is that they talked about dog mentality. So I think that's going to be a big thing that people are going to see throughout the Catholic League, is how intense this team will play for the entire game. So that's really big. And then obviously Thomas Sorber, as Thomas Sorber goes, so will go Archbishop Ryan. And obviously with that, you still need a supporting cast, Darren Williams, Zaire Paris. So there's a lot of really, really good things to look at in tonight's game, in anticipation of PCL League starting on the 3rd.
Yeah, and you mentioned, I think, off air that we don't expect to see Sorber here tonight. Disappointing certainly for Archbishop Ryan, but a larger goal at hand, Ted, and that is making sure that he and the rest of the team can be as healthy as they can be. But I know the folks tuning in maybe from Ohio would have liked to have seen the big man with all that D1 offers and all that pedigree go up tonight against the Saints.
Well, trust me, Thomas is the real deal. You got a chance to see that in the first game against the Patrick School, and him hitting the game-winning three at the buzzer. And he's got all kinds of skill, soft hands, good footwork, moves under the hoop. It's a shame that he's not able to play on the stage tonight, but there are bigger goals ahead for Archbishop Ryan.
Yeah, now you see down on midcourt, Thomas Sorber is there in the street clothes. They are doing the introductions, and the referees and the opposing teams and players and coaches are meeting each other right now. We'll bring you back into our broadcast booth here. We learned a little bit about this St. Vincent St. Mary's team because this is not their first game here in Philadelphia. They played at Imhotep against Math, Civics, and Sciences, the Mighty Elephants, one of the great names in high school basketball,
correct, yes.
That's for sure. But excited to see this group of guys. Jason Walker, a really good player. He's going to start. L.A. Hayes, he's Lance Hayes, but he's going to go to Kent State to play, staying in-state in Ohio. The other starters, Kevin Hamilton goes by Fat Hamilton. Darius Stratford, and then the fifth starter, Daniel Adjosi. A lot of length on this team, right? Adjosi goes 6'6", and Hayes goes 6'4". You'll see Wharton come off the bench at 6'7". Hamilton, he's going to be a diminutive one, a guard at 5'8". So a really nice balance from this team, a nationally good type team and regionally relevant every single year.
Yeah, and this is the test that Archbishop Ryan has tonight is what can they do without Thomas Sorber. I think Coach Zaglinski is going to learn a lot about his squad tonight. And when an injury happens, it's next man up. I think what we're going to want to look for is Jaden Murray to see how he comes out and plays. He's going to be their rim protector today, and they're looking for that from him. So I think they're going to want to see him be very aggressive, be vocal, be strong, and then with the senior guard of Zaire Paris and Darren Williams scoring from the wing, I think is what you're going to see from Archbishop Ryan tonight.
We'll take a really quick break, Ted. Put your running shoes on. We'll get you down there. Quick interview with Joe Zaglinski when we come back.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfort Avenue.
Generation after generation. Our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfort Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find.
Ted Westervelt here with Coach Joe Zaglinski. And Joe, it's an exciting night here on Academy Road. Tell us a little bit how you got a chance to get this high-profile team in to play you today.
Yeah, I mean, for 8 years we try to build this program up so we can get these opportunities to play some of the best teams in the country. And fortunately, we're able to get St. Vincent St. Mary to come to Philly. And thank the Joe Forum from Full Court Press for really getting these guys. 2 games here from MCS last night, and now tonight in the big showcase game. We're looking forward to it. And it's just something that our program's always wanted to do, and we're happy to be here.
All right, we'll let you get back to the game. Joe, thanks a lot. Bob?
Thank you, Joe Zaglinski, for doing that. Really appreciate that, and great to get Joe and the rest of the squad involved with this one. Thanks to them for getting us involved here at Bob Long Sports. Stand by, and we'll be right back for tip-off here on Bob Long Sports.
We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
At Meineke, we care about your family. So this winter, let Meineke keep your car on the road, saving time and money. Take advantage of Meineke's complete auto repair services, whether it's tires, brakes, exhaust, or tune-up.
Welcome back, folks. We are now getting the introductions and the starting lineups for the Irish of St. Vincent St. Mary's. Lance Hayes going to Kent State next year. Daniel Ajosi introduced next. Kevin Hamilton goes by Fat Hamilton, the senior. And then the big man, number 44, Darius Stratford at 6'9". And finally, Jason Walker, a junior, number 21. And here come the Raiders of Archbishop Ryan. Ryan Everett, number 5, a sharpshooter, also can take it off the bounce, introduced first. Rocco Morabito, a transfer who played with Archbishop Ryan all summer long, has really meshed well, Ted.
Yes, he has.
They'll ask a lot of this guy, Jaden Murray, here tonight with Sorber not playing. He's going to take a big role at that stretch type of position. Darren Williams, the lefty, one of the leaders on this team. And finally, Michael Zaire Paris, number 23. One of the most fun styles to watch in Philadelphia.
Absolutely. We call Zaire in the offseason, we call him Baby Harden. He gets to the hoop, he protects the ball, gets to the hoop somehow, and I love watching him drive the net.
There we go. I want to thank a couple of Archbishop Ryan students helping us out here today on camera. Bob Long, Ted Westervelt, your broadcast team today. St. Vincent St. Mary's dressed in gold, Archbishop Ryan dressed in white. You mentioned it talking to Joe Zuglinski in our pregame interview, the fact that, hey, this is a national type schedule, bringing in matchups like these in one-off, in this case two-off games with St. Vincent St. Mary's playing at Imhotep against Math Civics and Sciences last night. But what a job by Joe Zuglinski and the rest of this staff to make something like this happen, and good for St. Vincent St. Mary's for taking the trip out east over Christmas break.
Well, they're used to traveling. I mean, they've been in California already this year. They played Sierra Canyon, which is Bronny's team, and beat Sierra Canyon. So this is a no joke. This is a no joke game tonight.
Underway here on Bob Long Sports, one of the most anticipated matchups of the non-league schedule. Philadelphia Catholic League play will start in just about a week, but one more appetizer. This should be fun. Archbishop Ryan in white, St. Vincent St. Mary's in gold. Everett here gets a touch, and here's Rocco Morabito. Williams, that's a deep three, yes. And a good start for the Raiders.
It's right where he left off on Tuesday.
Now a touch here for Jason Walker, guarded by Zaire Paris. Archbishop Ryan comes out in the man-to-man set. Also a team that will very quickly and effectively go to the zone when they need to, Ted. It's a Joe Zaglinski staple, the ability to come into and out of defenses. Good look inside, better hands by Murray. Able to get it back and off the glass. That's Darius Stratford with the first two of the night for St. Vincent St. Mary's. Love the play, though, by Murray. It's just unfortunate for the Raiders that it came right back to the feet of Stratford, but good help defense. And a moving screen called against Jaden Murray. Its point of emphasis across basketball has been for several years now. We'll get another look. That's Murray at the high post. Just that little nudge to the right, the hip check.
I don't know if I like that in the first quarter, though.
Ted, you want to let him play?
Let him play.
There you go. Dribble drive. And Walker able to come up with it just barely. That's Paris guarding him. Sets the high ball screen. He'll shoot over the top of it. Yes. Can't go underneath that screen, and Jason Walker makes it 5-3. .6:12 to go, first quarter. Here's Morabito driving into a double team. Murray somehow kept that pivot foot, and they'll reset in the half court. This is L.A. Hayes, very rangy guard at 6'4", guarding Williams. We'll go to the baseline for Murray. Morabito. Hesitation, dribble drive, step back. Everything but the finish, and Stratford just a little too big inside. Boy, that would have been nice to see 6'9" Stratford against Sorber. But Murray does a great job on the defensive glass, and here comes Zaire Paris. He lost the basketball. Williams from that same spot.
Williams.
Again good.
Bob Williams was hot at that second half on Tuesday, and it looks like he's continued the hot shooting. He's got a sweet stroke.
Tough shot from the baseline. Everything but the finish. Stratford, and he's blocked by Murray. about a 50-50 ball there at that rebound. Let's see if Murray did come down and get the wrist. Yeah, here's another look. There's the shot. 2 shots coming at the line off screen. And tough to tell from that angle, but Stratford hits the first. And Murray checks out of the game.
Not in the game plan for Coach Zaglinski to have foul trouble early for Mr. Murray.
Stratford has 4 of the 7 on 1 field goal for St. Vincent St. Mary's. A 1-point lead, 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Already a good one here. And why not, too, Ted, right? You don't come from Ohio for cupcake games or anything of the sort. And Archbishop Ryan isn't bringing a cupcake here to Philadelphia. Let's have some fun here tonight. Dribble drive, contact, and a blocking foul.
Christian Jorm for Archbishop Ryan.
And again, Durham gets all the way to the basket here. Maybe just a little bit of movement there, and that drew the block. Durham, quite a player, 6'3", junior. Larger role as the season goes on here, and a nice player at 6'3". There's a nice catch there by Walker. And it'll be Hayes bringing it across the timeline. Here's Kevin Hamilton. Stratford shows screen, now rolls to the hole. Step back for Hayes, and Walker on a hop. Resets, 4:22 to play first quarter. Josie goes inside for Stratford. Good hands. Oh, and a foul called against Zaire Paris. Here's another look, and you can see the idea when Stratford gets the ball, bring 2 defenders to it. Didn't look like a lot of contact. Tough for that official to make that call. Shielded by the much wider Stratford, and now he gets it inside, and that one's good. I thought that one might have been a foul on Durham. It goes uncalled. It's 9-7, St. Vincent St. Mary.
And you can see the mismatch there with Mary out. Oh, good cut.
Absolutely. Back cut. Zaire Paris saw it. St. Vincent St. Mary's caught sleeping. Williams now has 8 of the 9 for Archbishop Ryan. Joe Zaglinski carrying on a conversation with the officials there. Greasing the wheels, Ted. You know how he likes to do it. He's good at it, too.
He does a great job working.
And look at that. There you go, a moving screen. Called against Stratford, his first. What a beautiful new gymnasium here at Archbishop Ryan. We were here last year in the PIAA state playoffs when they had just this side of the stands done. It's beautiful over that way. And a wonderful, already large venue here with a great facelift.
School's done a great job with the new bleachers and banners and extra storage facility. They're really proud of what they've done the past year.
They should be. This is great. Wonderful Catholic League venue. Morabito, tough shot. But Archbishop Ryan gets it again, courtesy of Durham.
Great hustle by Zaire to get a tip on that.
St. Vincent St. Mary has, generally speaking, stayed in that man-to-man throughout the day. And off the back screen, Everett, no good, barely ticked the iron. And here comes Hamilton the other way. Archbishop Ryan has numbers back, but nobody stopped the ball, and then the back cut was Walker. So that's one where Joe Zaglinski, Ted, he's going to love the effort getting back in terms of getting 4 guys behind the ball, but nobody really picked up on the individual matchups.
Williams drive and kick.
Morabito, everything but the finish.
That's where Ryan misses Luke Boyd and graduating Luke Boyd at Westchester. That's the biggest hole that they're going to have to try and replace, is those 14 points and that sharpshooting.
Not only was he a sharpshooter, he was unabashed, unafraid to let it go. There's Jason Walker.
His range was 19115.
But that's a really good half-court set there by St. Vincent St. Mary's, rolling off the down screen, getting into the hands of Walker, who has shown he's quite the shooter. And it's 13-9, 1:54 to play. How about the band here? Live band. You know it's a big game.
It's the real deal. Pep band tonight. Actually, they've been out quite a bit, and Mr. Bloom does a great job with our pep band. You know, it's funny. You talk about missing Luke Boyd and the sharpshooting. Just those last two possessions and the response by the Fighting Irish. They take advantage of those. They take advantage of those empty possessions.
Ted, give me your read on the rest of the Philadelphia Catholic League, because, of course, there's a lot of folks from Ohio that are joining, and we're so thrilled to have every one of you here with us, but also a lot of Philadelphia basketball heads here that are interested in this Ryan team and how they're going to compete in the Catholic League.
We think Ryan's going to be in the mix all year. The Catholic League is a deep league. One of 8 teams could possibly be playing at the Palestra and cutting the nets down at the end of the year. But I think you have to look to the big ones. You're going to look to Roman Catholic. You're going to look to Newman Goretti, Archbishop Ryan. They're all going to be in the mix at the end. And Ryan has a really good opportunity to kind of get over the hump after all the recent almost successes in terms of the Catholic League and get the plaque.
And, of course, I was never asking you to be comprehensive, but Archbishop Wood is always in the mix there. Devon Prep, a state champion last year.
Devon Prep was the 2A state champion. We had a chance to see them a couple years ago. They were a young team that's now matured a little bit, and Jason Fisher does a great job with that group.
Oh, I mean, arguably the best turnaround job the Catholic League has seen in quite some time. There's an open three, back iron, no, and Stratford all over the rebound again.
Mark Anthony Gallagher in the game for Archbishop Ryan.
Given the open three, that's not the guy to give it to. Jason Walker. And now three-quarters court pressure. Morabito fortunate off the tip. Got to move it across the timeline, and they'll do just that. Tough spot to pick up your dribble. Can Ryan space the floor and create a look? There's Zaire Paris. Well, I didn't say an open look, did I? They did create a look with the space. An excellent offhand finish. Final minute of the first quarter. Walker creating his own shot just off the front rim.
Nice defense by Zaire.
And Zaire all the way, yes! Stratford had his back turned to the play, and Zaire Paris says, I'll take it to the hoop. This time a strong-handed finish with the left. And Hayes is fouled by Williams. And that's one where Joe Zaglinski, of course you want the turnover there, right? But 23.7 seconds to play, late first quarter. St. Vincent St. Mary's just trying to hold it. Not in foul trouble yet, but a foul to keep your eye on here in the first half. You need him on the floor, Ted.
Seems like the official's calling it tight.
Hayes. Hayes goes to that left hand. Tough shot, too strong. Oh, same team, though. Couldn't hit the bunny and a block. Zaire Paris in there along with Williams. Now 4 seconds to play. Williams, Paris, got to get it up. And he's fouled with 0.1 seconds left on the first quarter clock. In the act of shooting.
Great awareness by Zaire.
Oh, look at this. They're putting them on the baseline. Ooh, I don't think that's the right call. And now with 0.1 seconds to play, it has to be a tip. You can't catch and shoot with anything less than 0.3.
Nice look by Rocco.
Interesting call there right at the end. And now Joe Zaglinski, center your screen, is having that conversation.
Joe gently letting him know Listen, that's a big turn right there.
Sure is.
Great 2 possessions with Zaire Parrish with the 2 layups. They don't get those possessions, the game starts to stretch away.
Yep. Quick 4-0 spurt. Really nice job on the defensive glass on the ensuing possession, but it was poked away and frankly handed a gift in that last offensive possession for St. Vincent, St. Mary's, missing the bunny. And then that look in the final 5 seconds. But this is a good one. I tell you what, very impressed by St. Vincent, St. Mary's. Not that I didn't expect to be, but they have a little bit of everything. The big guy with the footwork inside, Darius Stratford. I like what Fat Hamilton brings. And boy, Jason Walker, a guy who, now Max Preps is what it is, but a guy that didn't show up on the initial Max Preps roster.
No, he did not. We're going to have to probably follow his Instagram and Twitter.
There you go. But Sharpshooter wouldn't be kind enough to him because he can really take it off the bounce and create his own shot. But catch and shoot, he is deadly for the Fighting Irish.
And I believe he's a junior as well, right?
Yes, that's right.
So this is a team that has won Ohio State championships. They have 10 of them total. But they 2017, 2018, 2021, 2022, Ohio State champs Division II, and they moved up. They actually moved up to the first level. I guess it would be their PIAA, was it 6A comp? So they're playing in the highest level of high school basketball in Ohio.
Hamilton and now Hayes. He goes baseline and lost the basketball. Last touch by Hayes. You see Morabito was coming weak side to help there as well. Hayes was a little out of control from the start, but that's good backside help in the man-to-man. Paris in trouble. And a turnover. Inside they go to Hayes. On the flyby, count it. And one. Got Rocco Morabito in the air and went up strong with it. L.A. Hayes.
Pressure pays off for the Fighting Irish there.
And he completes the old-fashioned three-point play, 7:37 to play second quarter. Now Paris again in trouble, fortunate, but now numbers for Archbishop Ryan. Durham for three. That one didn't hit any iron, but a great job to recognize it. Puts it in. Gallagher off the bench, given good minutes, a key offensive board, and it's a 4-point game. That's a tough three. Contested. Wow. Doesn't matter. Fat Hamilton. And another giveaway. Numbers here, and wow, what a play. There are numbers here. Durham, he doesn't give it up. Instead, Paris keeps it in bounds, but creates the transition opportunity. I think Durham was there for a lob. Now Darren Williams will bring this one back the other way for Archbishop Ryan, all the way up and under, and he's fouled. Creating in transition. Ted will get one more look. Or did I speak too soon on that one? Yeah, just missed it on that one. But Williams creating in transition. 5 fouls apiece, 6:36 to play, so free throws will come into the mix.
Big Stratford back in the game. Still no Murray for Ryan.
Missed them both. And a foul is called against L.A. Hayes.
Great hustle by Zaire. Not afraid to play amongst the trees for sure.
Yeah, that's 6'4" and a lengthy Hayes that he's going over the top of there. And Stratford at 6'9" was right behind him as well.
Matt Johnson in the game for Archbishop Ryan is a freshman guard.
And it was Johnson who was knocked away from. 6:29 to play, second quarter.
Oh, now one thing about non-league game is you're able to go a little bit deeper into your bench a little bit, and this is great experience for this freshman guard and a real look to the future for next year as well.
7th team foul against St. Vincent St. Mary's. So for the next 6 minutes and 25 seconds, it'll be the Raiders of Archbishop Ryan in the bonus. Of course, the Irish not far behind, getting into the bonus themselves. The Raiders with 5 team fouls. Also, that's Thad Hamilton's second personal foul. So their show starter, if you will, Ted, to the bench for at least a little while. 1 of 2 at the line for Paris, and 1 of their last 3, Archbishop Ryan. I beg your pardon, 1 of their last 4. Stratford gets a touch, guarded by Durham. Remember Jaden Murray, who is supposed to fill in for the big man Sorbers. That one goes down for a Josie. He sits on the bench with the 2 fouls as well. So you mentioned the depth. It's certainly by necessity at this point, but Ryan getting some more numbers out there on the floor. 5:42 to play, second quarter. Deep 3. He's hit 2. But that one was contested and not in rhythm. Now on a dribble drive. Great look across the middle. They couldn't handle it. Here's Zaire Paris. Challenges the big man. Michael Zaire Paris, no fear, Ted.
Fearless.
And inside, caught sleeping Archbishop Ryan.
Defensive lapse there.
Great look to the baseline by St. Vincent St. Mary's. It's an 8-point lead again. Dangerous. Paris came up with it. There's the lob. Durham comes down with it. Might have been hit.
Might have been hit.
4:50 to go. Hit or not, though, St. Vincent St. Mary's, they run to the ball well. They challenged at the midcourt stripe. They nearly paid for it. But just that hustle back to the baseline made what would have been an easy layup. Not so. And there's a foul called against Christian Durham. A lot of contact. Stratford to the line for 2.
Again, just another example of Stratford causing a problem for some undersized players. And here comes Mary back in for the answer to close out the second half.
Well, you almost have to, right? Because that's the second personal foul on Durham. So you go with your undersized big with getting less playing time than Murray this year. Durham to play with the 2 fouls and 4.5 minutes left, or do you go with Murray? Remember, already undersized at the 5 position here tonight with Sorber not dressed. 1 of 2. Here's Rocco Morabito. Gets to a good spot at the elbow. Couldn't hit it, though.
That's where they want Rocco. That's his game, is that mid-range. If he clicks, he's going to make a very big impact in the Catholic League.
4:11 to play. Second quarter. It's a 9-point lead for St. Vincent St. Mary. Stratford to the hole. Too strong. It's a good move. And then a foul called. Just not a foul you want there. Aiden Callahan picked it up. St. Vincent St. Mary's coaching staff not going to be pleased. Right to the line he goes. 8th team foul.
Ryan Everett checks back in for Murray. For Morabito.
Well, games are won and lost at the front end here, Ted. We say that a lot here on these broadcasts. And Comley hits the first one. It turns a scoring opportunity with the clock stopped to essentially a turnover. And down as many players as you are right now, and particularly with the foul trouble and an already lighter roster than you'd normally have. Important here for the Raiders. Two of two. Full court pressure here. What do you think of that, Ted?
I love when Joey puts his foot on the gas a little bit.
Good defense without fouling by Paris, but they'll reset.
I think it was a good mix to mix it up.
Dribble drive, Walker, and he threw that one away. Was it touched? No, it was not.
Good discipline by Murray there.
Yeah, that's interesting there, Ted, as well. It's one where you'd see a smaller guy maybe go down with that contact, but Murray says, I'm going to hang in here and play with my 2 feet on the ground and force this turnover. Tough spot to catch the ball there for the freshman. And he stepped on the line and maybe set up a little bit to fail there by his teammate Zaire Paris.
Zaire could have made a better decision there. And you saw the Fighting Irish swarm to the ball.
Seven-point game, back screen, Callahan. Might have been undercut. No foul call there. He can't believe it. Here's Murray the other way. Inside they go for Murray. Kept the ball high. Didn't put it on the ground. Really good job.
Good roll to the basket.
And again, I think some bigs might have the inclination to put it down with one power dribble. Not there. Keep the ball above your shoulders. Finish in one motion. Pull up. No good. And all of a sudden, the defensive rebounding really strong here for Ryan. Paris contact, count it, and one.
I told you before, the way that Zaire Paris protects the ball, protects his body, draws contact. Who does it remind me of?
You said James Harden.
That's right. Baby Harden.
Just down the road here, I-95. From Northeast Philly to South Philly, Zaire Paris draws the second personal foul on Jason Walker. Again, another big one here. St. Vincent St. Mary has not been forced to go particularly deep. That's now the 9th team foul. Next one will put the Raiders in the double bonus. And Walker, I believe, still at this point the leading scorer. He might have that differently than me. I thought he had about 10. But he goes to the bench, and it's a 2-point game. Now, pressure in the backcourt. They're going to try to spring Callahan. Good move to the strong side block, but just couldn't finish it. That was Terrell Hobson. Everett picks up his dribble. I think that's a double. Was not called. A lot of folks in the gym don't like it either, particularly those from Ohio. 2:22 to go, second quarter. Paris, great look on the baseline. Williams. This guy can finish and he can distribute. Michael Zaire Paris. In good hands by Williams.
Zaire's really taking advantage of Aiden Gallagher for the Fighting Irish. And ever since they made that rotation move, Fighting Irish, Ryan has made their run. And now we're all drawn. 27 all. 2 minutes left.
Yeah, the building is alive here. It's certainly not a capacity crowd, and you wouldn't expect it here on a just a couple days after Christmas. But you know how rocking this place gets for big games and how much they love their Raider basketball.
Yes, it does.
A vocal crowd here tonight. .151 to go, second quarter. Good offensive possession in the half court by St. Vincent St. Mary's.
I like Ryan being a little bit more deliberate here. Important possession.
Paris traveled with it. And comes up a little limp in the right foot as well. Sometimes the easiest thing to do with those turned ankles, hey, easy for me to say up here, but is to keep the blood flowing once you do turn it a little bit. I know you know that from soccer as well, coaching the game.
Keep the boot on. Michael got a little bit aggressive there.
L.A. Hayes. Great look on the back screen. It's Stratford to finish for 2.
That was a well-designed set by the Irish.
Still a little gimpy there, you can see. Hitching the gate for Zaire Paris. Williams, he's hit 2 threes here tonight, attempted 3. That's a deep one. Darren Williams, how different is this team, Ted, when he can hit consistently from the outside?
Well, especially when Suber's on the floor, because now you're playing in and out. That's what makes them a contender in the Catholic League.
Good defense. Stratford, though, an offensive rebound. He couldn't finish it. And Darren Williams did not reestablish himself. We'll get a good look at it here. A bunny just wouldn't go from Stratford. Keep an eye on 2 there. His heels are out of bounds. Did he get back in? All I know is the official had a much better angle than I did. Stratford turns and finishes. Threw some contact on the catch, if I may. Really nice from the 6'9" senior. Now, Archbishop Bryan, again for the Ohio folks, not playing with a shot clock here in Pennsylvania, so Archbishop Bryan can certainly hold this and will choose to. Down to 15 seconds. Zaire Paris, great look, extra one. Here's the freshman, no good for 3. 4 seconds left, don't want to foul there. Hamilton with the 2 fouls, open look, it'll good if it goes, and it hit the wire. So that is the end of the first half. What a good one we have here, Ted. 33-30, St. Vincent, St. Mary's looking to go 2-0 in their Philly stretch.
A nice back end second quarter for Ryan, making a run.
Thoughts on the first 16 minutes?
Like we had said earlier before against a team like this, every possession, you have to be so efficient with your possessions. And if you're not, you'll find yourself down. It looks like what Ryan was able to do is they were able to stabilize and get back into this game when they were down 9 at one point. So they just played the second quarter down 3 points going into the third quarter. I think it's, if you ask Joe, hey, I'm without the best player in the area, and I'm only down 3, I'll take it. I think they're in a good place.
Want to thank my broadcast partner here, Ted Westerveld. It's our first time meeting, first and foremost, and then, of course, working together. I know you do a lot of work here at the school, but also have done some broadcasting for Archbishop Bryan during their regular season games. And it's great to be here with you.
Listen, I appreciate the opportunity just to be in the gym tonight and to be broadcasting. And for all of our fans, we're going to be looking to be broadcasting all of our home games. So you'll be able to catch this team in the exciting run to a PCL title.
Well, I tell you who else will be watching is me. So if you guys don't know a little bit about Bob Long Sports, Bob Long Sports is a broadcasting arm here in the Philadelphia area. We broadcast a lot of Philadelphia Catholic League teams, helped Archbishop Bryan in their run through the state playoffs last year, Archbishop Wood. But day to day, we broadcast for LaSalle College High School, do all of their home football and basketball games, and candidly most road games as well. So we're thrilled to be out here. We support the Catholic League anywhere and everywhere we can. We were at the Diane Moscow Foundation. John Moscow does a wonderful job with that event, a great foundation, a great cause for his late wife, Diane Moscow, and some tremendous games there that weekend. So we did an Archbishop Bryan game as well. It was the day after a huge win, I think, against St. Francis.
Correct.
So a little bit of a trap game for him against a really good Radnor team, but happy to be broadcasting again here to the Archbishop Bryan faithful. It is halftime, and before you know it, we'll be back on for the second half. Stay with us. Ted Westerveld, Bob Long here on Bob Long Sports.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dumpyford.com.
Come experience the Dumpy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid break-evens. The best thing about our service is that it's free to the public. We're paid by franchise companies for this service. The process is simple. First, we do an introduction. Then the candidate provides me with information. We have a consultation based on that information, and we build what's called the model. Once we have that model, we'll share that with 3 great opportunities that match your criteria. I will follow up with you through the entire process. Obviously, the best opportunities fit the criteria mentioned above, and the right way to find those opportunities is to spend some time with the people who work with the very best franchise companies looking to expand in your local area. I'm humbled by your consideration, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
They said it couldn't be done, but somehow CCM was able to close this home in just 21 days. Carl, how'd you pull this off?
Oh, hard work, dedication, grinding.
Were you ever worried?
Well, you know, Chloe, they pinned us in deep in the second bedroom, inspection issues, but we regrouped. Knew there was still a lot in play.
Well, I'm sure the Franklins were pleasantly surprised.
We got a good organization here. A lot to look forward to.
Good luck with the next close. And there you have it. Cross Country Mortgage is dedicated to getting it done.
So, it's time for your business to renew your lease. Or perhaps you're right-sizing or relocating. This can be an exciting time, but it's also a major project to undertake. Hundreds of decisions to make, some of which may impact your business for the next decade. You know you need an expert on your side from start to finish. What if this expert had no conflicts of interest, no landlords to answer to, and a fiduciary responsibility to work solely in your best interest? Someone who knows the questions to ask, the levers to pull, the pitfalls to avoid. Enter the experts at Gola Corporate Real Estate. They've seen it all over the course of thousands of transactions in dozens of industries. Gola gets it. And what if those experts came with a team? Subject matter experts to manage everything that comes with this process. Space planning and design, relocation planning and budgeting, helping you manage your vendors, construction oversight, all with zero out-of-pocket cost to you. A turnkey experience that adds real value, value that flows right to your bottom line. Gola gets it. We've been partnering with clients like you for over 40 years, and we know what's important: solving problems, creating flexibility, protecting and stretching your dollars. Philadelphia-based with a national presence. Get to know Gola. Gola gets it.
At Meineke, we care about your family. So this winter, let Meineke keep your car on the road, saving time and money. Take advantage of Meineke's complete auto repair services. Whether it's tires, brakes, exhaust, or tune-ups, at Meineke we do it all. And all services are backed by Meineke's nationwide guarantee. Whatever car repairs you need, come to Meineke, because at your locally owned and operated Meineke, we do car care right.
What does this win mean?
Been with the family for a long time. With our team chemistry, it was bound to happen.
Just close, baby!
Such a big win from Cross Country Mortgage. Dedicated to getting it done.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Nittany Lions Sports Report. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Nittany Lions Sports Report live on Bob Long Sports. Today we're going to talk about the offensive line and our man of the hour, the chef, the man himself,
This year, you're going to see all 4 guys run. They all bring a different style.
The quarterback is going to read the defensive end's eyes and make a determination. Am I going to keep this football, or am I going to hand it off to the running back? And that is generally the point of the RPO. Look who we have. We have Chris Perangeli, our guest picker for the evening.
Dunphy Ford is Mayfair's neighborhood Ford store.
Nobody knows your neighborhood like Dunphy Ford.
Nearly 40 years.
Right here on Frankfurt Avenue.
Generation after generation, our neighbors continue to be our customers. We have access to the cars and trucks you want with financing you need.
Dunphy Ford is Northeast Philly's first choice for America's #1 brand. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Mayfair. Online at www.dunphyford.com.
Come experience the Dunphy difference. You'll be glad you did.
My name is Patrick Donahue, a franchise consultant with FranChoice, the premier network of franchise consultants in America. FranChoice is a company that helps people find a franchise business that's the perfect fit for them. We work with the people who want to own a business but don't really know how to find one that's both a top-notch opportunity and a great match. We specialize in franchise opportunities with the following 3 characteristics: low investment, high margin, and rapid.
Welcome back, folks. Bob Long and Ted Westerveld here, broadcasting Archbishop Ryan against St. Vincent St. Mary's. We'll bring you into our broadcast booth here. And Ted, your thoughts on this one as we tick down under a minute before we get going here. The keys to the second half.
Keys to the second half, I think, is for Archbishop Ryan to keep doing what they're doing. Make sure that Murray stays out of foul trouble. And if St. Vincent St. Mary goes back to that rotation, that their second rotation of players, to take advantage of that. I think that was the key in the second quarter. You saw Zaire Parrish take advantage of his matchup, get to the hoop, and you're able to see Darren Williams get some good looks and convert some really good looks. And I think if they can do that, they could pull this out. It's only a 3-point deficit.
You're absolutely right. A lot of guys on both sides of the floor were in foul trouble late in that first half, and so maybe you reset fresh. Nobody with 3 personal fouls at this point. So keeping folks, in a good spot foul-wise is going to be important as well. We'll take you now to the floor here. St. Vincent St. Mary's in the gold with the green trim, and Archbishop Ryan, the home team, in white.
Same starters for Archbishop Ryan.
Morabito thought about the step back. Here's Everett for 3, and we're tied.
That's a big bucket for Ryan.
And Morabito nearly got the steal. Have to get some numbers back here. And the Irish will put it in park. Inside they go for Stratford. Nice contest without fouling. Stratford got it back and can't get it over the front rim. A man's rebound by Jaden Murray.
Great discipline by Jaden Murray to not draw a foul and contest.
And they are contesting just enough. Williams can't hit the 3, but Stratford, he's got 2 inches over everybody out there. And again, I think he would tell you, hey, I want to finish some of those. But just a little bit, just enough doubt created by Archbishop Ryan in the length out there to try to contest at the rim. Early stages, third quarter, great distribution. A bounce pass had some heat on it, and Hayes, big-time finish.
Interesting that Stratford gave the ball up there.
Yep, I'm with you, and I wonder after 2 near misses if that's just a little bit of doubt there inside. You know the game he's got. He's missed a few bunnies. Murray for 3. Almost banked it in. Morabito inside. That one's blocked and recovered in one motion. Daniel Ajosi, big-time athleticism. Hamilton. Everett working really hard through that screen, but that's great 2-man basketball.
Wow.
Another bunny is missed. Hayes puts it in. An offensive rebound and 2 points for L.A. Hayes. He's got all 4 for the Irish here in the second half.
Archbishop Ryan should just be patient here. Run their offense.
Morabito to the hip. Very nice. And I like him staying committed there. Walker was certainly in position, defensive position, but so far underneath that basket, Morabito recognizes, hey, he's not going to get that charge call because he's right underneath the cylinder. Now a good back screen for Hamilton. Good no call there. Hamilton might have been hit. Here comes Everett the other way. Numbers, and he'll take it himself. Big finish.
A great sequence for Ryan Everett on both ends of the floor there. Great defense and the conversion.
5 minutes left, third quarter. Walker was so good in the first half. Extra pass to the corner. Hayes, he's been the guy here in the second half. All 7. And we're back to the margin we started with. Hayes, last touch by Hayes out of bounds.
A little casual there for Zaire. Take care of the basketball.
It's another one there. St. Vincent St. Mary is ready to pounce right at the midcourt stripe anytime they're in that 3/4 court zone pressure.
Ryan Everett's feeling it. You can see it.
Wow, somehow kept that ball. Now Morabito. Double team. There's Murray on the slip. Keeps the pivot foot. Zaire wants it himself. A little short. And here comes L.A. Hayes. Hayes hammered from behind. A late call, but it had to come.
Just a little too much. Just a little too much. We talked pregame about dog mentality. I like the way Ryan looks right now. I like the little jump in their step. And
so if you're following along at home, it was 33-30 at half in favor of St. Vincent St. Mary's. Now 41-37, make it 42-37. And it's Hayes responsible for all 9 here in the second half. Everett couldn't get it over the front rim. Stratford brought it down. And Hamilton spinning. Tough shot, a little wild. And now Stratford, he's now back behind the play. Morabito without the shot blocker underneath. There goes Murray. And it's a mistake by Stratford after the ball was clearly controlled by Ryan, but a recognition by everybody, including the big man Murray, Ted, to get down the floor and beat Stratford, who was just inside the three-point line by the time he received it.
Stratford's having a tough go here in the third quarter. And I really like Jaden Mary's energy there, getting into the play, and then rewarding him with the ball at the hoop.
There's the reach-in foul. Stratford. And a reset with 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Deep shot. Maybe a little forced. Murray came up with it, and now numbers for Archbishop Ryan. Morabito. That's a heck of a move. Yes. The old flyby, and it's a 1-point game, 2:50 to go, third quarter.
It's not a coincidence with Rocco and Everett with some big buckets here in the third to bring Ryan within 1, and a travel.
That's Jason James, the junior point guard. Haven't seen a ton of him today. And a little quick with the feet. Well, what was foul trouble for both teams, really, in the first half, Ted? Not the case. Just 2 total fouls. They've both been committed by Archbishop Ryan in the second half. Darren Williams Oh, what a one-handed catch, but just one too many steps. Boy, catching it clean all of a sudden means you shuffle your pivot foot, and it's a travel.
I like the timeout here by Joe to get everybody to get gathered. We need a big stop.
I guess my point there on Murray, too, is lesser athletes that don't have the stick 'em on the hands, right? Well, okay, you shuffle the pivot foot. Well, if you don't control the ball so well with that one-handed OBJ-type catch,
Correct.
It's not a travel. Heck of a play by Murray, but it results in the turnover.
We use the term, it's a blessing and a curse.
Right. So, Ted, what else is going on here at Archbishop Bryan? When we come out and we showcase all these schools in the area, we like to hear what's going on in the halls.
Archbishop Bryan has was one of the highest incoming freshman classes that they've had here. And one thing that this school really does well is their open houses. So please go on the website, archbishopbryan.org, and check out if you're a 7th or 8th grader and you're looking to make your decision. Coming to an open house here at Archbishop Bryan, people just leave for going, this place is fantastic. President Joe Sanginetti has done a great job in the last year. He's a friend to the athletic departments. The administration supports athletics here. It's unbelievable, the relationship that they have. Longtime principal Joe McFadden has been here. His graduate has been here. This is really a family atmosphere here at Archbishop Bryan. So if that's something that you're looking for, this is the place to come.
Thank you, Ted. I appreciate that. I like to hear and be able to get the word out about the great institutions across Philadelphia. L.A. Hayes, he's been the guy for St. Vincent St. Mary's. And for those of you just joining us, it's an interstate matchup tonight. Archbishop Bryan, one of the best in the state of Pennsylvania, against St. Vincent St. Mary's, state championships in years past, and even recently in the state of Ohio. LeBron James's alma mater, L.A. Hayes, he's going to Kent State next year, and he is putting on a show. All 11 points in the second half.
Matt Johnson in for Archbishop Bryan, the freshman. Big minutes.
And Morabito just lost it, a turnover. Good defense by Walker along the baseline.
You know, I love it when a coach has faith in younger players and gives them an opportunity. And you're looking at a kid like Matt Johnson who's in a game where it's a 2-possession game, and he's giving him some important responsibility.
Jaden Murray got rid of it, too,
Great
to
job.
avoid the travel. But really good recognition of the baseline feed. They went into the zone, and so, hey, St. Vincent St. Mary's says, we're going to go and lob it. But they give it right back. Second consecutive turnover, this time on the moving screen. That's Jaden Murray's third personal foul. Let's see if he gets set. It's a little movement with the hip. I get it, the purists of the NBA from the 90s, they don't love that call. Actually, the NBA now, I don't know if I've ever seen a moving screen. I say that half in jest. I think
Correct.
there needs to be more of those called at the NBA level. But that one, these guys, they want them to be set, and it's been a point of emphasis for some time now. Great back cut, and the finish by Hamilton. 5-point lead. Williams, so quick with that burst. Right hand, no good. Hamilton now with a minute to go in the third quarter. Wild one, but what a pass. Walker for 3. Fat Hamilton. You don't see passes like that every day. Tail end of that one there, but now we're back to live action. Deep 3, maybe a little forced and a little quick. Now St. Vincent St. Mary's, again, no shot clock in Pennsylvania.
Oh, and a foul on Williams.
Yeah, that's the 4th team foul here in the second half.
It's this little stretch and this little bit of detail here. You saw what a class team with that last play by Fat Hamilton, the Walker with the finish. All of a sudden, you're down 8.
I'm interested here. I know you need a defensive stop, but last possession of the third quarter, Williams just picked up his 3rd foul. Murray has his 3rd foul. And, Ted, they're both still out there for this final defensive possession of the quarter. And tell you what, it worked out. Jaden Murray.
Oh.
And now a giveaway. to the hoop. And that should be a goaltend. Indeed it is. So Joe Zaglinski says, Bob, there's a reason you're up here, and I'm down here. That's all Jaden Murray getting the hands on it defensively, trusting his big-time player to get a stop without fouling.
And here comes your substitution.
Yep.
Ryan Everett's had a great third quarter. 2 really, really strong defensive plays and 7 points. And Gallagher in for Williams. So they're your substitutions, Joe.
Yeah.
Joe doubled down at the table.
Yep, you're absolutely right.
And he's going to take his winnings and get out of here.
I agree with that. Hayes. No good. Didn't get the rebound. Great job by Gallagher. 1 second left. They won't get the shot off, but the important thing, Ted, was the stop. And a nice contest at the hoop. And a big rebound by Gallagher to put that one in his pocket and keep this one real tight heading to the 4th and final quarter of regulation.
Well, you saw the class of L.A. Hayes for the Fighting Irish in that third quarter. I unofficially have 11 points in that.
Yeah, and it was the first 11 too.
Yeah. Jason Walker with 5 and Fat Hamilton had 2 really, really nice assists. But give Ryan credit. They hung in there. Like I said, that was a young group that was out there. And as a coach, you love to see when you're giving players opportunity and see how they respond. So that's stuff that's like an investment. It's like putting money in
the bank.
In the bank. It's rainy day money. So that may pay off against Carroll in a week.
I tell you, with this interest rate environment as well, you might get something back for that money too.
Archbishop Ryan opens up the PCL on the 3rd. Father Judge home. It's going to be a huge, huge, huge game here at home. This place will be packed. And then they go Prep and Carroll for that first week. And you look at that schedule on the 3rd, the 6th, and the 9th. If there was a union for high school basketball players, they'd probably say, listen, that's a lot of ball played a week. So the dog days of January are almost upon us, and PCL time is fun time. It's going to be really, really exciting.
St. Joe's Prep, that's a team I'm really intrigued by because they are playing some big-time basketball right now. They have the 3 studs, I'd even say the 4 stud guards, and then Tristan Gillowett, who, him against Sorber, appointment television. Or really, what you should be doing is appointment in-person viewing.
Person. Go see it.
Go see it, man. We're doing it for the folks that can't be here, but if you're a basketball junkie, you got to be out here and see what these kids can do. These wonderful student athletes. There's a foul called against Everett. Durham, they say went down a little easy. If that was at the college level, you'd like to get the embellishment call. It was Everett who picked up the foul. One more look here. And a great job by Stratford off the ball to get that position. And really, Durham, all he could do is take a little bit of contact. That was the best option and kind of hope at that point.
Coach Zaglinski not happy. Stratford struggled in the 3rd, and it looks like it might be continuing. And it's not a coincidence that when he was subbed out, Ryan kind of, the Fighting Irish made their push ahead.
Made one of 2. And allows St. Vincent St. Mary to pick up full court. Zaire Paris close to a moving screen there in the backcourt. Zaire Paris, he has the matchup he wants. Fat Hamilton. Just the first team foul against St. Vincent St. Mary's, and it's actually really great recognition by Hamilton there. He sees that there's a mismatch. He comes across the floor here, and he's going to come make a play on the ball. Foul doesn't kill you. It is his 3rd, but Zaire Paris has been the guy to create off the bounce here today. Williams given an open 3. Bang! What's that? I believe his 4th triple on the night. And a huge bucket here in the first minute of the 4th quarter. Walker plays at his own pace. Look at him. Controls the basketball. Here's Hamilton. Had a step on Everett. Too strong. Rebound and fouled. That's L.A. Hayes. Murray had one hand on the ball, and if that's on Murray, that's his 4th. What goes against the freshman Johnson. That's a big call because that could go either way. You see that replay. Really could go either way.
I think Joey will take that.
Yes, he will. Yeah, slowing it down to 25% speed. I got that on Murray.
That is what you call good officiating, somebody managing the game that way.
There you go. One of two.
And it evens out from that one in the first quarter.
Darren Williams goes to his right hand. Oh, and he's blocked. It didn't even get off his hand. L.A. Hayes. No numbers here for St. Vincent St. Mary's, but the pull-up. Stratford, left-handed finish.
That's a great tip pass by Aiden Callahan. On
Sure
that
was. 6:40 to go, fourth quarter. Zaire Paris to the hoop. And Stratford, he's all alone. He'd be best served to give that up. There is a just short one from Walker. Foul called against Walker. Frustration there because he had every opportunity to come down with the ball, I think.
They gave that foul to Stratford.
Oh, did they now? Okay.
His second.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely. Second team foul against St. Vincent St. Mary here in the second half. Zaire Paris. Darren Williams. He has been really good here. What a finish. (6'9". Well, you just use that rim as defense against the shot blocker. A little English on it. Big time from Darren Williams. 5-point game. And a grab call. That is the 7th team foul. So foul shots coming for St. Vincent St. Mary's. Well, we said it in the first half. We'll say it here in the second. Games, Ted, are won and lost at the front end. Big shots here in the single bonus. Got it. Aiden Callahan. 2 for 2 and smooth along the way.
Senior at the line.
5.5 to go. Murray, he was looking for the back cut from Everett. Really nice defense, though, by Walker. There's a 3. Zaire Paris. Littlest guy on the floor. Well, maybe Fat Hamilton might be as well, but going up against the trees creates a big bucket. That was halfway down. Stratford, that was halfway down. That one goes. That's 2 offensive rebounds and 2 points for Stratford.
Just simply big people beat little people. And he was the biggest player under the hoop.
Everett steps into one. And Murray wins the battle. Foul called against Stratford. That's his 3rd. And Murray a little slow to get up. It's not a bad look there for Everett.
No, not at all. Down the other end of the floor, the Irish have those little, they've missed a lot from in close. They've struggled. Looks like they're just pulling it short. Unfortunately, the size of Stratford Ryan Everett just can't compete on the rebound there.
4.5 minutes to go, Darren Williams. He has been so good from beyond the arc. He's got 5 triples. Joe Zaglinski calls timeout. 4:35 to play in this fourth quarter. Bob Long, Ted Westerveld here for Bob Long sports coverage of the Philadelphia Catholic League and specifically Archbishop Ryan basketball.
Bob Ryan's not going away. 4:35 left, 4 points, a stop here. Changes the complexion of the game.
Wonderful camera work here done tonight by a couple of Archbishop Ryan students. We got a great look at that St. Vincent St. Mary's huddle just a moment ago. And again, just major plaudits to this program, head coach, the athletic director, these players for coming out here on their Christmas break. They play a national schedule like we mentioned earlier, but coming out and seeing what Philadelphia has to offer. We were talking to them pregame and they said, hey, we tried a couple of cheesesteak joints. Geno's, they did the tourist trap. I'll go ahead and say it. Sorry to our folks down there in South Philadelphia.
That was Bob Long that said that.
Yeah, that's right. Now listen, we all love Pat's and Geno's, but they also went to D'Alessandro's. So that's, I guess, 3 free ads that we've done here, but we love all 3 of those joints, and they went to Geno's, and then they checked out Roxborough and D'Alessandro's, and good for them. They seem to be having a great time here in Philadelphia. They're about 4.5 minutes away from going 2-0. They beat the mighty Elephants of Math, Civics, and Sciences last night. That game was hosted at Imhotep, and now a true road game against Archbishop Ryan. L.A. Hayes halfway down. That's a big miss.
Big miss and a big rebound for Murray.
Boy, is Hayes impressive, though. Kent State is getting a good one.
Yes.
I mean, half the time, if not more, that goes down. And that's just big-time create. Off the bounce, little 2-man game. L.A. Hayes at 6'4". The guard can rise up above most other guards.
Nice defense by Walker there.
Murray through traffic. Blocking foul. Called against Fat Hamilton. Perfect position there from the official, and I think a good call.
I like the way Murray got aggressive and went to the basket there. That's what they're asking him to do night after night, and that's a really, really good spot for him to do that.
Again, Stratford way late. Fat Hamilton, yes, definitely late to that spot. Free throw is going to be critical the rest of the way. Last year, Jaden Murray, 61% from the line. Those stats courtesy of our boy Huck Palmer, who does it all in the Philadelphia Catholic League. We here at Bob Long Sports are huge fans. Wow.
Big block.
Wow, and they say just shy of the backboard, I guess. What a block by Jaden Murray. Darren Williams, inside he goes, picked up by Hayes. Hamilton, contact, count it, and 1. And it's the jump stop, Ted, that puts him in a position of power. Archbishop Ryan, not in legal guarding position. It'll go against Morabito. And again, I just think really, really solid body control, 2 feet, go up into the defender, no legal guarding position. That's excellent.
Converts. Big swing there. That was a big, big swing. Ryan needs a big hoop here.
3:08 to play. Zaire Paris needs somebody to come to the basketball, and pronto. It's Morabito poked away from behind. It should be Archbishop Ryan basketball. 3 minutes left.
Good team officiating there.
Daniel Ajosi checks back into the game. The junior at 6'6", provides a little bit of length. Now Murray, that floor's wide open if he wants to go at Stratford. Instead now it's Williams. They go at him, and a nice job by Ajosi. And they say last touched.
Wow.
Hang on here. There's officials coming to discuss. I think this was last touch by Ajosi.
I think you're right, and that's the second play in a row. That's really, really good officiating.
I agree.
Not just because it obviously went Archbishop Ryan's way, but...
No, because you look at the St. Vincent St. Mary's bench, they're very muted, if any, issue with that call from that bench. Murray with a strong catch. Williams open for 3. He just didn't quite get the feet set on that one.
Didn't have his legs.
Zaire Paris, I think, is looking to foul. Whether he was or he wasn't, the foul call was not made. Now it comes, and it has to. 2:30 to go. Archbishop Ryan, they'll take their chances with Fat Hamilton, the 5'8" senior guard, at the line for two. Ryan Everett checks in, replacing the freshman Johnson.
This is a 6-point game without Thomas Sorter.
Yeah, I'm with you. When you rattled off the schedule coming up, you look at the schedule going back. There are some losses on that schedule, but you look who they're playing. They've lost to DeMatha this year. Phenomenal school. Bishop McNamara, 104-98. How many overtimes was that?
5 overtimes.
Yeah. Lost a tough one to Radnor the day after beating St. Francis. And beat the Patrick School as well. Oh, you can't foul there. At St. Vincent, St. Mary's bench, they're going to be apoplectic at the play made by Josie. Morabito, a chance to put 3 on the board with the clock stopped. And you need all of them here. Morabito misses the first. Thanks to all the folks watching Philadelphia basketball, Junkies, big time Archbishop Ryan fan base, and then St. Vincent, St. Mary's.
2-possession game.
All the good folks from Ohio watching alongside as well. Now Archbishop Ryan, they don't need to foul right away, but Morabito looking to create a steal. Hamilton shields the ball at the right time. Josie, inside they go. And that's last touch by Archbishop Ryan. So they take about 20 seconds off the clock. Here's the tail end of this one. They got a good look, but Murray contests in the lane. 1:57 to go, 2-possession game. Next foul will put St. Vincent, St. Mary into the double bonus. Everett guards Hamilton, and now out to the timeline, it's Hayes. Hamilton, open 3. I don't think they needed it. That's a gift to Archbishop Ryan.
Absolutely.
Zaire Paris for 3. Ooh. Murray nearly got the rebound, brought down by Josie, and now they do have to foul. A good look in transition. Feet set. Puppies organized, as you would say.
That's the look you wanted. You took a mistake down one end of the floor, and you get the good look down at your end, and just couldn't get it to go down.
2 coming at the line. Double bonus the rest of the way for St. Vincent, St. Mary's. And good from the line on the last 3. Fat Hamilton. Aiden Callahan checks into the game, replacing Terrell Hobson. Hobson was the one that took that corner 3, uncontested. I think might have been a reason he was open. And
there might be a meeting?
Yeah, I think he's going to sit down for just a little bit here for these end-of-game situations. Tough shot. In and out. It was halfway down. Big rebound by Stratford. Up the floor. Josie. Daniel Josie. And that one might just put it away. 1:05 to go. 10-point lead. Everett lost the ball. And here comes Josie again. And he is fouled. 54 seconds left. They got it to 4 points. They got it to 6 within the last 2 minutes.
You know, it's unfortunate the spread right at this point right now. It's not going to show the type of game that Archbishop Ryan had tonight. Listen, it's about results. But silver linings tonight were that you could do some stuff on the floor without Thomas on the floor. They were able to do some things against this caliber of of team, which they're not going to see often in the next few weeks. So there is some good you could take from this.
One of two, got his own rebound, and they can put it in their pocket once more. Zaire Paris commits the foul. Hamilton back to the line. Well, and the other thing that this non-league schedule, as we come to the end of the non-league schedule here for Archbishop Ryan, you know that, listen, New Magoretti, Roman Catholic, regionally, nationally good in some cases, types of teams. For Archbishop Ryan, there's no fear. They've already done that. They've played those types of teams. They've won some, they've lost some, but they haven't been run out of the building one time. And when you're playing games in mid-February, perhaps you get an opportunity to go to the Palestra for a semifinal. There's going to be no intimidation at that point. Zaire Paris lost the basketball. There's Hamilton. Two more for St. Vincent St. Mary's. Timeout. Joe Zaglinski, and now we can start to prepare for our game end procedure here. And Ted, if you're comfortable, maybe go down and get L.A. Hayes. You think that would be a good one to try to grab for a quick couple of minutes after the conclusion of this one?
Absolutely.
We'll hand you the mic here. And we got obviously another possession, but just so you have it and you're ready to go. And some substitutions here for St. Vincent St. Mary. Next up for Bob Long Sports is the third. And I think Archbishop Ryan has a game that day as well. Yeah, Father Judge, that'll be here. That'll be fun. LaSalle College High School hosts Cardinal O'Hara. A nice Catholic League game. It's going to be an important one, again, if I'm not going to diagnose too early, but two teams that are going to be fighting for playoff spots, and if things go really, really well for those teams, you know, perhaps getting out of that 7-10 split if they do get to the playoffs. So a big game in day number one of the Philadelphia Catholic League.
You can't win the Catholic League in the first weekend, but you sure
right? You can lose it?
You can
I like
lose
it.
You can lose it.
You must be a golf fan as well. No good. And knocked out of bounds by Archbishop Ryan. So Ted will head down. And after the handshakes, he will grab L.A. Hayes, number one. Open three. Final seconds here of this one. And that is your ball game. Archbishop Ryan, they lose this one at home. St. Vincent St. Mary's, they come all the way east from Northeast Ohio. And they go 2-0, taking down Math, Civics, and Sciences, a tightly contested game last evening, and another tightly contested one here today. They'll travel home. LeBron James's alma mater, who was in town last school year, was on their Twitter page, and he was in town to see his old coach. His old coach and his team doing real well here tonight. Oh, and you know what? They're just walking right off the floor. Let's see if Ted can grab somebody down there. And you know what? Can we... So Ted is over there in the corner, and he is grabbing Fat Hamilton. And let's see if we can get Ted and Fat. He had a very, very nice game here today. Oh, and he's also going to bring L.A. Hayes with them. So here he goes.
And this is Ted Westerveld here with L.A. Hayes and Kevin Hamilton from Akron, Ohio. Welcome to Philadelphia. Tell us a little bit about your trip.
It's been a rough trip, you know. We played yesterday night. It was a hard-fought game, you know. Philadelphia guards are tough, so we had to play a lot of defense, but we got it done.
How do you like playing against the Philly guards?
Yeah, it was fun. I like competing against guards. I like going around the country and playing ball. It was fun. I had a fun time. I'm glad we got the dub. Get back home.
Now you guys go back home, and then it's all league play from there? Yeah. You guys have a really good state's your goal, and your league is your goal. So what are your options? What are your odds on this year? Where you fall?
We're trying to get to no less than a Division I state championship. You know, we're trying to win 3 in a row, so that's nothing short. We're trying to get that.
And you guys moved up a division, correct?
Yep, Division I. Yep. So we're trying to win our first Division I championship this year. So
you want to say hi to anybody back in Ohio?
Hey mom, hey dad.
Hey mom.
dad.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed your trip. Back to you, Bob.
Awesome, Ted. Great job down there, buddy. That was quite the interview, and appreciate both Kevin Hamilton and L.A. Hayes taking that time for us. That's all the time we have for you here tonight. Thanks for joining us. Philadelphia Basketball Showcase here this evening at Archbishop Ryan. The Raiders have challenged themselves all year long in the non-league. Now it turns to Philadelphia Catholic League play, the best time of the year. Congratulations to St. Vincent St. Mary's, particularly those two individuals. Two great games. Thanks to Ted Westervelt, my color commentator here tonight, and thanks to Joe Zaglinski for having us on short notice. My name is Bob Long, saying so long here from Archbishop Ryan, and we'll see you next time here on Bob Long Sports. That will be on Tuesday the 3rd against Cardinal O'Hara. LaSalle's home schedule starts in the Philadelphia Catholic League. Thanks, everybody. Good night and be safe. Happy New Year.